press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back to the class. Now let's continue the lesson, that is the Cock and the Anthem, written by O. Henry. So dear students, in the last class we had the discussion about the first part of the lesson, that is the person named Soapy. He wants to go for jail for 3 months because the winter is approaching in New York and the winter is not able to tolerate by the Soapy because he is homeless. He is not having his own home, he is not having any shelter, so that during winter season he can stay warm in his home. Instead he wanders street to street the whole day, and in the night he sleeps on the seat in the park. So now in the open park during winter season he is not able to sleep over there because it's too very cold winter season in the New York. So he is planning to go for the prison for 3 months so that he can have a good room in prison and 3 times meal and a warm bed. For that purpose, if the person wants to go for the jail, he has to do some mistake. Then only the police is going to arrest. For that sake, he is planning to do some mistake so that police come and arrest him and take him to the jail. Already the 3 attempts he did and he was failed in that. So I will recall what are the 3 attempts. The first attempt was he decided to go into a big restaurant and order for a grand meal, and after having the meal he will say the waiter that he has no money to pay. Then the waiter will call the police and he will arrest him. But that was failed because the gatekeeper did not allow Soapy to enter the restaurant because of his shabby dress, and he was pushed out from the restaurant. Then he did the second attempt, that is he saw one shop. It was full of big glasses and full of electrical lights and beautiful bright lights. He took one big stone and gave hit to the glass. The glass was broken. And when the security and the shop people came running to see, and even the police came running to see who has done this, Soapy smiled and offered himself, saying that, "Hi, I have done the mistake, please come and arrest me." Listening this, the security people, the police and the other people thought that this person is mad, because if person has done this mistake in real, before the police comes he would have run away. But here Soapy is waiting for the police to come and arrest and saying that I have done it very happily. So they thought that this person is mad. So they allowed him to go. They did not do anything. Instead they were searching the other person, saying that who has done that mistake. They did not believe that Soapy has done. So this was the second attempt, it was failed. The third time he went to a normal small hotel. He went there, he had the food. After having the food, when waiter came with the bill, he told that he is not having any money. Listening that, he told that, okay, go and call the police and arrest me. I will not pay the money. I don't have money to pay, and I have already finished my meal. Then the waiter told, police is not enough for you. You need the another treatment. And the 2 waiters came from inside. They slap him here left and right, and they lift the Soapy with both sides and they kicked him out of the restaurant. So these 3 attempts were failed. Police did not arrest, and he said that going to the prison is a dream maybe. So now let's see what are the next attempts, what he will do next. So then what happens? Then he tried his best for the 4th attempt. At the 4th time, while walking at the street, he came across the theatre. And in the theatre, many people with a good dress, they were moving here and there to watch the movie. He saw that theatre was beautiful, big one, and with very bright lights and all. What he did, he stood out of the theatre and he started to shout and scream and cry, and he acted as if he was drunk. You know, people when they are drunk, they will talk very loudly unnecessary, they will be shouting on other people, they will be saying some bad words. Like that all acting Soapy started doing in front of hater. He acted as if he is drunk, and he started loudly to shout, cry, and started speaking bad words to other people so that police should come and arrest him. Then what happens? The police was standing beside itself, and he acted very well. He shouted as much as he can, but the police simply stood smiling at the Soapy. Then later one man asked him to the police, "Sir, in front of you that person is shouting like that, why don't you arrest him?" Then the police said, "This is one of the college boys who only shouts, but they will not harm anybody. So we are having the order not to arrest and let this shout how much they can, and they will become tired and they will sit there." So this attempt was also failed. Soapy heard this, and his all energy went in vain. He acted for nearly half an hour as if he was drunk, and he shouted, cried, screamed, but police did not arrest, saying that he is one of the college boy, and we are not supposed to arrest them because they are simply shouting. They will not hurt anyone, they will not harm anyone. So let them shout, let them finish their energy. They will become tired and they will sleep there. Police did not arrest him. Listening this, Soapy stopped his acting and started walking to the another way. Now the fourth attempt also went in vain. Soapy was very much upset. So he is trying one after another the mistakes to do, and he is doing the mistake. Then also no one is coming and arresting him. Why? Now going to the prison is a dream maybe, that he was thinking, and he was very much upset. Then what happens? After walking little bit distance, he came across a shop. There one person was holding the umbrella, and he was asking something to the shopkeeper, and he kept his umbrella beside. Seeing that, Soapy immediately put the plan that I will steal that umbrella, I will just take that umbrella, I will run away, the man will run behind me and he will call the police and he will make me to get arrested. In that plan, he went near to the shop, and that man, he kept the umbrella beside and he was talking to the shopkeeper. By the meantime, he took his umbrella and started running. Then the man saw that the person took the umbrella and ran. He also ran behind him and told him that, why you took the umbrella? Then Soapy told, I have stolen your umbrella. Now you call the police and tell him to arrest me. Then that man smiled. He told that, sir, if this umbrella is yours, you please keep it, because I found this umbrella in bus stand yesterday. Then Soapy became so unhappy. He took the umbrella, he threw it very far. His intention was not to steal the umbrella, only the intention was to get arrested. But that man, he told that if the umbrella is yours, you please keep it with you, because it is not mine, I found it somewhere. And he became very much unhappy, and he took the umbrella and he threw it somewhere far. This was the fifth attempt. So all the 5 attempts get vain. He didn't get success in that. The police did not come and arrest him. Then what happens? He kept walking towards the street. While walking, he saw one house. That house was his childhood house. While crossing the street, he came across one house, one building. I'll show you the picture of that. Here you can see that the house here. And he recalled all the memories of his childhood. That, see, if for example, you are having your own house now, okay, but before you were in some other house, may say something for the rent. And when you come across to that street and when you see the house that you were stayed there for many years for rent, you will recall all your memories. That many years we were staying here, I used to play here, that was my room and this was our neighbor and we were doing like this here. That all memories will come into your mind. Same like that, when the Soapy was walking on the street, he came across the home where he spent his childhood. and he saw that the window is open, and from that window one melodious music is coming. He is able to listen one melodious music. He saw that the window is open, the light is on, and there he can listen one melodious music. And he recalled that this was my home. I had spent my childhood here with my family, with my mother and father. How happy that days were. How free I was there with my parents without any tension about my food and shelter. My parents used to take my care so lovingly. But now, everything is gone. He is not having his parents and they left that home. And Soapy, he is not having any home. He is not having any job. He is staying in park on the seat. So he recalled all his memories and all his childhood, and the window which was open there, he says that was my bedroom, and I used to sit there, I used to watch people walking on the road from that window. Now some other people are staying there, but how happy that days were, how happy I was, how comfortable life I lead with my parents. That all memories he started recalling, seeing that house. Then there was a drastic change in his mind. He thought, when my parents gave me such a comfortable life, then what I am doing now? I am not doing any hard work. I am not doing anything so that I can gain little bit of money for my livelihood. I am simply wandering here and there and spending the night in the park on that seat. So being a human being, we have to do something or other for our food, for our shelter. But here I am doing nothing. So this is not good, and I am planning for what? I am planning for to go for the prison, the place where everybody hate to go. That to go to that place, he is struggling here. He is doing mistakes one after another just to go for the jail. And the people, there will be no people who wants to go for jail. But he is a person, he is dreaming to go for the jail for these 3 months. He felt very bad for himself. He thought, this is not good. What I am doing is not good. I should not go to the prison. God has given me the strength to do the work. God has given me the good hands to do the work. I am having good eyes so that I can see what is right and what is wrong. Then why should I go to the jail? Why should I do the mistakes to go to the jail? I can lead a good life. At least one good shelter, one roof on my head, and 1-2 times meals at least I can afford. What I have to do for that? I have to work hard. Simply doing mistakes to go for the jail is not a life. People will not accept you. People will not respect you. So this was the drastic change in the mind of the Soapy. He just stood in front of his childhood home, and he kept watching to the home and recalling all his childhood moments. Spend the happy, the days what he spent with his father and mother, happily enjoying in his home, in his bedroom. That all memories he recalled, and he went to his childhood days back, and he enjoyed all the memories by recalling it. Then he thought, now he is not going to jail. He will not do any mistakes to go for the jail. Instead, he will do any work, and he will earn the money, and he will do arrangement to get the roof and the food for himself. Then by that time he remembered that there was one man who had offered him to do some work, to do some labor work. But by that time Soapy did not agree for that. I told you in the first part of the lesson that if he go to ask any alms for the people in any building or anybody's home, if he knock the door and if ask for food or money, people will not give it simply. They will tell him to do any work for them. They will tell him to wash their body, to do the massage, or to wash the clothes or utensils, or to wash their vehicles, or to remove dust of the home. Some or other work they will give. He has to do that work, then only they are going to pay for that. By that time one man had offered him to do some labor work, but he did not agree. He came back. He thought that why should I do the labor work for them? It's better to go to jail, I will not do the labor work. Seeing that, he came back. Now he remembered that man had offered him the job, but he did not accept it. Then he thought that tomorrow itself I will search that man and I will tell him that I am ready to do the work and let him pay how much he can, so that I will be able to have one roof above my head and food. So he made his mind that he will not do any mistakes to go for jail, and he will not think of going jail. So jail is not a good place to go and stay, correct? So he will lead a respectable life. He will earn money with his hard work, and he will do anything, something or other, to have his food and to get one roof. So having this thinking in his mind, he thought that yes, now I am going to be a person, a good person. I will do the work, I will earn money, and I will do arrangement for myself, for my shelter and my food. So that all he was thinking for us, he was thinking in his mind, and he kept on watching his childhood home. By the meantime, what happened? One person from behind, he tapped on his shoulder. One person from backside, he tapped on the shoulder of Soapy. Soapy turned back and saw the person, and he was a police. See, when he was watching the home of his childhood home, he was seeing his home, and he was thinking that what mistakes I was doing. I should not go to the jail. I should earn some money. I should get one roof and food. And he was recalling all his childhood memories. He was deeply watching his childhood home, and he was thinking all that. By the time the man came from back, he tapped his shoulder. When Soapy turned back and saw, it was a police. The police caught him, hold his collar and asked, why are you observing that home continuously from half an hour? I am observing you that you are standing here for half an hour and you are watching that home. Whether you are planning to steal or robbing anything from there? Soapy became very much tense. He told that, no sir, I don't have intention to rob or to steal anything from that home. That is my childhood home, and I was recalling my memory. He was just telling that. The police put the handcuffs in his hand and told that, come to the prison. So what? He was taken to the prison. He told the police 100 times that I am not having any planning to do harm for the people who are staying there, or my plan is not to do any robbing and stealing in that home. That home is mine. I was there in childhood. Everything he was telling, but police did not hear anything. He put the handlocks in his hand, and he dragged him to the jail. And the next morning the judge announced, he ordered 3 months in jail in the Blackwell's Island. So the next day the judge gave the judgment to the Soapy that you have to stay 3 months in the jail. So this was the ending of this lesson. See how the man, he want to change his life. He want to become a good person. By the time police came and arrested him. So it's a beautiful ending. It's surprise ending. We thought that after having this change in his mind, he will do the hard work. He will earn the money, and he will do something or other to get the roof and the food. But what happens when he was continuously thinking and watching the childhood home? Police came and arrested, saying that you are planning to harm the people who are staying there, or you are planning to do any stealing or robbing in that home. The Soapy told 100 times no, this and that, but the police did not agree for that. He put the handcuffs to the Soapy and dragged him to the jail. And the next day, the judge gave the judgment that Soapy has to be in the jail for 3 months. When Soapy wanted to go for prison, and he was one after another, he was doing the attempts, he was doing the mistake. By that time, police did not arrest him. When he made his mind that he has to change his life, he has to do something good, that time police came and arrested him. See how the surprise ending it is. So hope you enjoyed this lesson, dear students. Go through with the lesson once again, read the lesson carefully, underline the difficult words, okay, and write down the meanings of the difficult words, use the dictionary, and try to imagine the story of the Soapy, and just think, just you can write one paragraph, what was the change in his mind when he saw his childhood house, that you can write down for one paragraph. Read the complete lesson carefully, underline the difficult words, write the meanings. If you find any doubts regarding this second part, you can drop the message, we will clarify your doubts. Okay, till then, take care. Thank you.